What's up everyone? Today we're making red beans and rice and we're using chorizo for extra flavor. Smoky, spicy, salty, it's amazing. Top choice for any weeknight dinner. Let's go. Okay, we're going to start how we always do with the right equipment. A bowl for our vegetables, a sharp knife, a little bench scraper thing, and of course our cutting board. The first thing we're going to do is wash, cut, and prep all our vegetables. For our vegetables, we're going in with the usual suspects. That's celery, bell pepper, and white onion. I'm going in with about 3 stalks of celery, 1 bell pepper, and 1 large yellow onion. Then we're going to give it about a small to medium dice on everything. Chop it up, add all your vegetables to a bowl, then set to the side. And now onto the star of the show. I got a package with about 4 links of chorizo in it, and I'm simply just going to cut these into about 1-inch pieces. Now keep in mind, you don't have to use chorizo. You can use any type of sausage or pork product that you like. And if you don't want to add any meat, you don't have to. That's fine. That is completely up to you. Over at the stove, medium heat, any type of large heavy bottom pot. Once that's hot, a little bit of olive oil going in. Let that olive oil heat up. Add your chorizos or sausage slices, whatever you got. Cook it about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Flip it over, make sure it's nice and golden and crispy. Put it back in, cook another 4 to 5 minutes. And guys, I wish you could smell the smell in here. It smells amazing. Once your sausages are nice and crispy, go ahead and remove them to a separate bowl. Now I know you ain't thinking about draining this oil, switching pots, or cleaning this pot out. No, don't you dare. We're gonna add our onions, celery, and bell peppers right to this pot. I'm also gonna throw in about a tablespoon of butter, and then we're gonna hit it with some seasonings. I got my special seasoning and some Goya adobo. Stir that up. Then we're gonna cook this until nice and tender. And once our onions and peppers and celery are nice and tender, we're gonna add back in our sausages. And I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to lose a drop of this liquid here. That's liquid gold. That's liquid flavor. That is highly concentrated flavor. I'm gonna scrape all that back into the pot. I'm gonna stir all that in. Then we're gonna add 4 cups of chicken broth. And if you don't have chicken broth, don't sweat it. There's enough flavor in here that you could use water. Then we're gonna add about 30 ounces of our red beans, washed and rinsed, right to our mixture. Give that a stir. Then I'm crushing in 2 cloves of fresh garlic. I'm gonna add in 2 dried bay leaves. Then we're adding in a little bit more seasonings, a little bit more Goya adobo, salt and pepper, onion powder, a little bit of dried basil, and a little bit of chili powder. Give this a good stir. Then I'm cracking it with the lid, putting this into a 275-degree oven for about 3 hours. Then I'm gonna remove it from the oven, add about a tablespoon of cornstarch to a cup of water, mix it up, add it to our beans. After that, I'm raising the temp to 350 for a final hour. After that, our red beans are done. Make sure before you're ready to serve, you go in there and you fish those bay leaves out. One last thing I like to do before serving though is put a lid on it and let this sit for about 20 minutes. That's really gonna help those flavors develop, and it's gonna help it to thicken even further. Okay, I'm ready to serve. I got me a little white rice, and I'm going in with a couple of scoops of our red beans and sausage, and that is looking amazing. And of course, a little garnish action over the top, a little fresh parsley. Now you know I had to go in for a big bite on this. Just the smell alone was hyping me up. And you know guys, I never lie about my food, and let me tell you, this was amazing. This was some of the best red beans and rice I ever had. That sausage, that chorizo, give it that nice smoky, spicy flavor with the right amount of salt. It was perfect. I had to admit, I ate like 3 bowls of this. The only thing I could recommend though is chorizo is kind of salty. Sausage in general is kind of salty, so if you're adding the sausages, use the salt and pepper or any type of seasonings to your taste preferences. Hey, don't leave me in the dark. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.